That the weekend predictions were completely correct. At least some of it was. But they were actually right that Doctor Strange would make 41 million. Or it might be Disney. Or we can't say every, he did the same about Captain Marvel, and every single time, the Disney was seen went after people. So, we're not allowed to question Disney's box office success. But again, Disney can't really like defeat us as people think because the Tunnels didn't really do too well, and that Santo basically bombed at the box office. So yeah, first movie is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Yep, this is still the number one movie. It won't be next week because Top Gun is coming out. But the movie is starting to stall internationally, which is not too surprising. And no, there isn't any hidden numbers like yesterday. No, not like yesterday. Like last week, there wasn't any hidden numbers. There isn't anything hidden in the box office total. This is the exact number we got. Maybe following some weekend updates, but some like following that game the actual figures. But this movie only is at $800 million worldwide. Yep, only at $800 million. Okay, and this movie is dropping off like a trait internationally, and it's doing abysmally domestic. The rigs are doing far. It's actually doing worse now rigs wise than it was a week ago, despite having its 50% drop was I think what Disney was hoping for. They want this movie to make $1 billion, but I think because Top Gun is coming out, people actually got and people are saying that movie is actually good. Well, it's bad news for Doctor Strange. They're saying this movie will still make $400 million domestically, but the international sales will probably end up making $550 million, making the movie make $950 million. We're going to wait to see how badly it drops next week because of Top Gun. Top Gun is coming out, so yeah. Again, this movie is at $803 million. Yes, this movie is a box office success, regardless if it makes $1 billion or not. But next is Downtown Abbey: A New Era. Again, this movie only made $60 million, which I'm not too surprised. I was surprised that this only made $60 million because it opened with 7 million. But again, it seems that people don't really care for this movie as it had a drop off week by week. I was expecting it to gross 9 million on 21st and then now 7 million, but no, it actually did what these people expected it to do. So maybe sometimes you better just believe the projections that they put out, but sometimes the projections are utter bullshit. They expect what was that movie? They expected Fantastic Beasts to open to $60 million worldwide domestically, and it didn't even pass 45. It only made 40 million. They're expecting Morbius to make 50 million. It made 40 million. Okay, there were so many movies where they missed these projections, or they said Alita would only make like $20 million first weekend or something like that, and it made had double that first weekend. But yeah, this is this movie. Again, the first movie didn't really open to a much high box office, but again, I don't really know anything about Downton Abbey, so yeah. As well, it's also a PG movie as well, so it is catering towards the same fan base as The Bad Guys and Sonic 2. Next is The Bad Guys. Yes, this movie, it continues making money. I think it has it's now a profitable. It has been making money for some time now. I wouldn't be surprised if this movie becomes a classic. Okay, sometimes DreamWorks movies. Sometimes they don't really have good box office. Like for example, Captain Underpants, the first epic movie, but that movie is starting to become popular because of memes. I think The Bad Guys may be one of those movies. It might not do too well at the box office, but because of memes and the internet, it might become really much more popular. A lot of people are saying this movie is really amazing, and I think the rigs, and I think it will continue to have good rigs over the next couple of weeks as well. Top 85 to $86 million domestically, even possibly 90 million as well. So yeah, Bad Guys doing really well for not being based off any franchise. Yeah, it's based off a book, but next is Sonic 2 again. It's not loading. $368 million worldwide. It is now finally catching up to its legs. It is almost two good wigs. It's doing better. It has having better wigs than Doctor Strange. That's the most funny thing. Again, Sonic is not too popular outside of America. I think it'll end up grossing 185 to 187 million dollars domestically, and making around 380 million dollars worldwide. Okay, because again, Sonic isn't too popular outside of America. Okay, Sonic isn't even though Sonic was created in Japan, Sonic is mostly most popular in America, Canada. It's mostly popular there. Okay, it is somewhat popular in Europe, but Sonic, the IP, is mostly popular in the United States. Okay, it is mostly popular in the United States. But again, it might do well, play well with actually like the bad guys, because there's not really many there was no family movies coming up. There was the Bob's Burgers movie, but that's a PG-13 movie. So, yeah. It's not a family movie, okay? Next is Men. Yep, Men. This is a horror movie. Yep, another horror movie. And I don't know anything about this movie. Okay. But yeah, no one's watching it, basically. No one's watching it. I didn't even make a Blu-ray. I didn't make a Blu-ray prediction for Memory either, because I didn't know no one's gonna give a crap about Memory or Men, okay? Next is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yep. This movie. How is it doing this well? This is my how? How is it dropping like 6 to 5% each week? Okay. How? Okay. Most of was like, oh yeah, it's gonna drop like 46%. It's gonna end like 45 minutes. But this is just insane. Okay. Minus 6% again. This movie has been out for 9 weeks and it's doing this well, okay? Typically, yeah, like in the 80s and 90s, movies did like this, okay? Made money like this, okay? But typically, most movies have a massive drop-off second weekend, or they have a later drop-off, or if it's on Christmas, they have an increase, okay? But this movie is defying the odds, okay? As well, it's defying the odds of a movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. This movie might make like $60 million domestically, or even $70 million if it keeps dropping like this each week. Okay, Fantastic Beasts. Yeah, no one cares about this movie. Might pass $400 million worldwide somehow, or but it's not even gonna make $100 million domestically. That's the funniest thing in the world. This is Harry Potter we're talking about. Okay. Harry Potter is one of the most successful and most popular IPs in the world, and this movie can't even pass $100 million domestically. Yeah, Morbius is also a Marvel property, but Morbius is based off a character that people don't really care for. Okay, this is a fucking Harry Potter movie. Okay, they even put Dumbledore in the title, and no one's watching this. Okay, no one. This is a Harry Potter movie. Okay, no one's it didn't even pass $100 million domestically. Okay, not even $100 million. That's the most hilarious thing in the world. Okay, Firestarter again. No one's watching this. Okay, everybody's saying this movie's complete garbage. Okay, no one's watching this. Okay, no one's watching this. It's a box office flop. This is a box office flop. Not surprised. Next is The Lost City. This movie will probably pass $100 million domestically, and this movie has a similar budget to The Bad Guys. And I think this movie did really well at the box office. For a non-franchise movie, it will do pretty well on Paramount Plus, a DVD, Blu-ray. I bet that, it'll do better than most of these other movies. It's having really good rigs. This movie's having pretty good rigs, okay, for a non-franchise movie, and for a blockbuster one at that. So, yeah, it's 9th weekend release. Okay, 9th weekend release. Okay, it has made it's still in the box office charts. Okay, now it's ridiculous. It's Everything Everywhere All at Once, where it's having like a 8% drop. But I think this movie have another small drop next week, which will hard over to $100 million, which will be pretty good for the movie regardless. Okay, because Memorial Day weekend is coming out. Top Gun is coming out, but I think this movie might hold on, unlike Doctor Strange. Sonic 2, Bad Guys, the Lost City might all hold on. I think all 3 movies will hold on. Downtown Abbey might hold on as well. And next is The Northman. Yep. This movie isn't really doing too well, sadly. Okay. A lot of people who have seen, I think this is going to become a cult classic like movie. Okay. This is going to become a cult classic movie. I don't understand why they keep, I don't understand the studio's obsessed with these floating head posters. And I watched the video like a whole rant in it. Okay. I like the older Northman poster was the guy, the standout, and all the ships. Okay, why do we need to add the? I don't understand. Same thing with the Sonic movie. Okay, the main poster they're using for the Blu-ray is the dumb floating heads poster. I just don't get the whole idea. I get they say they want you to know who's in the movie. Okay, because people are too lazy to read. Okay, people are too lazy. Okay, to read. Oh yeah, or it's like. Again, same thing like, oh yeah, there's something called the internet. People will know who's in it, okay? All you have to do is look up the cast for the movie, okay? I hope in the next decade we get more massive... we do, but they always get replaced with these floating head posters. I don't get why, okay? It is very annoying, okay? I like it when they innovate with posters, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, okay? But, for example, I can do like one movie example, okay? This movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, okay? This is the poster they're using for this site, but this poster or the Sonic 2 reference poster would have been much better than the one that they're using, the floating head poster, okay? This is why. Same thing I'm doing, they sort of used the desert poster, okay? Maybe they always use the good posters for the steelbooks. I don't know why. It's always the steelbooks get the good posters, okay? And, yeah. And I hope for Sonic 3 to use Sonic Adventure as a reference since Saudi Hedgehogs could be in the movie. Okay? They better use Sonic Adventure as a reference for the poster. So that's basically about this video. Goodbye.